Module Overview. Dot. Leadership and motivation are the human engines of organizational success. While systems, structures, and strategies provide the framework, it is people who execute visions, solve problems, innovate, and deliver value. Leadership guides direction and influence, while motivation fuels energy and commitment. This module takes a deep dive into the theories, styles, functions, dynamics, and psychology of leadership and motivation. It explores how leaders influence people, the science of motivation, the interplay between organizational behavior and human performance, and how managers can create purpose-driven and high-performing environments. Understanding leadership. What is leadership? Leadership is the ability to influence, inspire, and direct people toward the achievement of common goals. It involves setting a vision, mobilizing people, and fostering commitment, even in the face of challenges. Leadership is not confined to title or position. It is about impact, inspiration, and the ability to empower others. Leadership versus management. In this course, we will be using aspect, leadership, and management for our table for today's lesson. 1. Focus, vision and direction, structure and process. Second source of power, influence and inspiration, position and authority. Third approach, transformational, transactional. Fourth orientation, people-centered, task-centered. ஐந்தாவது, மாற்றம் மேலாண்மை, drives change, maintains order. Both leadership and management are essential. Managers without leadership become rigid bureaucrats. Leaders without management become chaotic visionaries. Leadership theories. First, trait theory. Leaders are born, not made. Emphasizes qualities like confidence, intelligence, and charisma. Criticism. Overlooks behavior and situational factors. Second, behavioral theories. Focus on what leaders do, not who they are. Leadership is learnable. Includes Ohio State Studies, Initiating Structure and Consideration. University of Michigan Studies, Employee-Oriented versus Production-Oriented Leaders. Third, contingency theories. Leadership effectiveness depends on the situation. Includes Fiedler's contingency model, Hersey and Blanchard's situational leadership. Path goal theory. Fourth, transformational leadership. Leaders inspire followers through vision, charisma, and moral purpose. Elevate followers to higher levels of motivation. Contrasts with transactional leadership, based on rewards and punishments. 5. Servant leadership. Emphasizes serving others first. Employees, customers, communities. Focus on empathy, humility, and ethics. 6. Charismatic leadership. Relies on personal charm and persuasive communication, risk of ego-driven leadership or cult of personality. Leadership styles. In this course, we will be using style, description, and best used when for our table for today. 1. Autocratic leader makes decisions unilaterally. Quick decisions. Low-skilled teams. Second, democratic. Involves team in decision-making. Skilled teams, creative environments. Troisième. Laissez-faire. Minimal leader involvement. Highly competent and self-motivated teams. Fourth, transformational. Visionary and inspiring. Driving innovation and engagement. 5. Transactional based on exchange. Rewards for performance. Structured environments. 6. Situational. Adjust style based on team maturity and situation. Dynamic, fast-changing environments. Functions and roles of leaders. Vision building. Goal alignment. Conflict management. Inspiration and morale boosting. Mentorship and coaching. Organizational culture shaping. Strategic decision making. Ethical stewardship. Understanding motivation. What is motivation? Motivation is the internal drive that activates, guides, and sustains behavior toward achieving goals. In a business setting, it's what compels employees to work hard, persist, and improve.
Theories of Motivation 1. Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Physiological, salary, food. Safety, job security. Social, belonging, relationships. Esteem, recognition, promotions. Self-actualization, growth, purpose. Employees are motivated to satisfy progressively higher-level needs. 2. Hertzberg's two-factor theory. Hygiene factors, salary, job security, prevent. Dissatisfaction, but don't motivate. Motivators, achievement, recognition, responsibility, drive true motivation. 3. McClelland's theory of needs. Need for achievement. Success-oriented. Need for power. Desire to influence. Need for affiliation. Desire for relationships. Different employees are driven by different needs. 4. Vroom's expectancy theory. Motivation equals expectancy times. Instrumentality times. Valence: will effort lead to performance? Will performance lead to outcomes? Do I value the outcomes? 5. Equity theory. Employees compare their inputs, effort, skill, to outputs, pay, recognition. Inequity leads to demotivation or resentment. 6th. Goal-setting theory. Locke and Latham. Specific, challenging goals with feedback lead to high performance. Goals increase effort, persistence, and direction. Types of motivation. In this course, we will be using type, description, and example in all your table. 1. Intrinsic. Motivation from within. Driven by interest or joy. Solving a problem for fun. 2nd. Extrinsic. Driven by external rewards or pressures. Bonus. Salary increase. Avoiding punishment. Blending both types is most effective. Over-reliance on extrinsic rewards can reduce intrinsic motivation over time. Motivation in practice. Techniques to enhance motivation. Job enrichment and enlargement. Recognition and reward systems. Career development and training. Flexible work arrangements. Employee empowerment. Inclusive decision-making. Open communication and feedback. Manager's role. Managers must identify what motivates each employee, tailor strategies, and create a culture of continuous improvement and purpose. Linking leadership and motivation. A great leader knows how to unleash motivation. Leadership and motivation are intertwined. Without one, the other falters. Leaders influence through vision, storytelling, and modeling values. They use motivation theories to drive engagement and performance. Effective leadership creates meaning, belonging, and trust. Conclusion: leadership and motivation are not checklists. They are arts rooted in psychology, strategy, and emotional intelligence. An organization's success hinges on leaders who can motivate diverse people to align with a common vision. Managers must evolve into purpose-driven leaders who inspire hearts, challenge minds, and build strong cultures.